Hi there. If you're looking at this video, that means you just purchased a brand new Twisted Core, so congratulations and we thank you. My name is Dimitri Boss and I'm here as the engineer assigned to help you guys assemble this. So what I want you to do is get a large room. Alright, we're going to walk through it step by step. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen here of all the components laid out. I want you to freeze it so this way you can make everything match. Take your box, put it on the side. Be careful when you open it. There's a lot of stuff. Unwrap it and lay it out in the order that you see. Alright? For the assembly right here, I've taken all the bolts and everything and placed them on the floor. You're going to take these two components. This is universal, so there's no front and back. You're going to take this bolt with this screw right over here off. Okay? You'll notice that this is square over here, and that goes through the bottom part of the leg. And you'll see that this washer here is bent, okay, and rounded, and that goes on the outside. So this goes through first. Taking it in your hand, putting it through. Getting that square lined up so that it's countersunk in there. You put it through the top part here. I want you to do everything by hand and you'll tighten it up later. The rounded washer with the rounded end going down and a screw to hold it in. Now I'm going to bring this close to the camera just so you can see what it looks like when it's all done. Alright? That screw now is flush, or that bolt is flush because the square is in. Unit. Rounded washer, hand tighten. Do the same thing to the other side. Once you're done, you'll come back, you'll tighten everything with the wrenches over here. Same thing, take the bolt off, rounded washer, put the bolt through the bottom so that the square part lies flush. Rounded washer. And then you put the bolt on by hand, and you're good to go. Now, this is the rear leg that I'm assembling right now. Okay, so now the rear leg is assembled, okay, and hand tightened. I'm going to put it down. The front leg is even easier. This is the part that goes on the floor. This is the main frame. Part that goes on the floor, main frame, universal. Doesn't matter, just slide it in, like that, and then you make it so that this part here, okay, is facing in towards the main frame. And you're going to put the foot bolsters on the inside, right here. Okay? This is what holds it together. So these foot bolsters over here don't go on the outside, they go on the inside. Okay? And you put it in. This way when you have pressure, it's against the frame. So I'm going to assemble that real quick. Alright, do the screw. Line it up with a height adjustment. Bolsters go through both sets of holes. And then you put this nut on and it tightens it up. So this is what it looks like when it's all finished. Alright, this part facing in, bolsters on the inside, floor. Now, bring this to the mainframe unit. Right here. You'll see right here. This mainframe unit right here, you pick this up, this slides right on there, and boom. Okay, you have that. Now we're going to take it and put two bolts, okay, by hand on the side. Alright. Okay, so these are the bolts that we're going to be putting through the main frame to the front leg. You'll notice that the washers are not rounded. Alright, so you'll take it apart. Alright, you will hold the nut and the washer. This goes through the main frame over here, both front and back, two holes, all right? So slide that through. Put the washer on. Once again, everything is tightened by hand at first. The washer goes on, and the nut. All right, that's hand tightened. Same thing for the back end right here. And your front end assembly, 100% complete at that point. You have the front leg on, and it's secured, hand tightened. Okay, now, I'm going to take that back leg, and here's the most important part. This is a little tricky. This back leg here, once again, this is the rear leg, okay? You're going to want to have it so the rounded part faces in. This is wrong, this is correct. I want you to prop this main frame up right here with the box. That's why I told you to keep it, all right? So here's the box. What we're going to do is lay this down, front end down, put this under the frame, kind of helps us a little bit. This slides in, remember, rounded part faces in. Okay, when you do that, remember, there's this black threaded screw here, so you're going to take that, pull it outwards, so you can slide it in, and you want to put it in the upper hole. Okay? Okay, here we go. That's lined up. Bolt goes through. It goes through the other side. This is more tricky than anything else you do. You put the washer on. You tighten it up by hand again. Alright? And then you are done with the back assembly. I'm not sure why I said this one. There we go. Alright? You'll notice there's two of these smaller bolster rollers. They go on the back here. You slide them in. And that's for your lumbar support. Okay? Now we're good to go. This box doesn't need to be needed anymore. Alright? It's gone. On the seat, we have these bars. These bars have little pins, okay, little nubs that you push, and that's how it slides in. So you'll notice there's two holes. You do it so the handles are facing upwards when you're done. You slide them into the holes, and then you pinch those little things so they're recessed in. Slide it, and there you go. It flushes and snaps in. Same thing on this. And snaps in. There you go. Okay. All right. Lastly, we have this bar. Okay. This allows for it to be really used with heavy people, and this will not bend. You'll notice the bar has black little rubber things that go upwards, and it has a stopper on one side. That stopper is on the back. Okay. That's the front. This is the back. You release this pin here, which locks the seat into place, and it can move. Alright, so you put it, so it's up like this, and you go through the top part of the hole, through the bottom. Yep. There you go. Okay, that has to be tightened by hand. Alright, that needs to be tightened right away, so you're going to take this Allen wrench and you're going to start to spin it clockwise until you feel it nice and tight on one side. And when it starts to get tight, give it a nice half-inch turn, and you're good on that side. Same thing on the front. Now, you might hit the frame, so. Alright, finally the last component that you're going to have to put together. Here's the main bracket over here. I'm going to pick that up so you can see it. It's got two holes over here. These are the pins, okay, that have the same little tiny nub. Bring that up real close. Alright, you can see that, right? Okay, there's the hole. These go in here. Push down with your thumb. Okay, make it lock into place. Do the same thing on the other side. Alright, put that into the hole. Alright, push it through. You're good to go. Take these large rollers, they're the largest ones that come in the pack, and put them on. Go over that little button. Do the same thing over here, and you're good to go. Now, you'll notice the handlebars here are up, and then you turn it over. When you turn it over, all these holes line up with this component right here, which is the newest part. Okay, right over here. Shin guards face this way towards the back end. This pin right over here goes in to the main hole, and then you have all these different adjustment holes. So there's different ways of doing it. Right here, we're good to go. And that's it. This screws right on to the main part of the front leg. In one position, you have the foot docking station. You flip it over. You have the handlebars. That's it. Take a look at this finished picture at the end. You'll understand.